Well, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to talk about all the movies that I have watched in the month of May 2026. I only watched 76 movies. Basically the lowest I've watched in the month, because I usually watch at least close to 100 or over 100. So I guess I just haven't been watching too many movies, but 76 movies. So I want to talk about what movies I watched. Anyway, I watched The Fate of the Furious, which was the 8th movie in the Fast and the Furious franchise. And then I watched F9, The Fast Saga, the 9th movie. They were getting pretty good, but kind of really silly, you know, going into space and all that. I don't know. I don't think the Fast and Furious movies are taking itself seriously, because it's too it's too little goofy with the action, you know, like that. None of these people should be alive with all the stunts they've been doing. I watched Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed, Meat Cleaver Massacre, and I watched the final movie, Fast X, the 10th and final installment. But I know they're making a new one. I forgot what name it was, but I think they're making it next year or 2028. They really ended it on a cliffhanger, so I really hope it happens, the next Fast and Furious movie. I watched The Gauntlet with Clint Eastwood. These are all so good movies. The Perfect Match, School Dance, which was a great comedy. It was so funny. I Really Hate My Ex, Where's the Money, which is another real good comedy. It had Terry Crews, Mike Epps, Method Man, Logan Paul. Had all them people in it, and it was like a real funny movie. The Hustle, Come On Man with Tony Rock, and who else was in it? Earthquake, Ari Spears. That was a pretty good movie. Baby Mama's Club. I watched a horror movie called Prophecy, the monster movie. Phobia, that's what it looks like. Phobia. The Initiation, basically one of them college horror movies. I think all these horror movies were basically like 1970s, 1980s. Warning Sign, which is basically like The Crazies. Warning Sign is basically The Crazies. The Stuntman, Ray Stevens Live, which was like a comedy singing type deal. A Troll in Central Park. I don't know if you can see that. A Troll in Central Park. The Return of Dracula. Kronos, Ravager of Planets. Old school movie right there. The Absent-Minded Professor. Wisecracks, which is stand-up. Women of comedy talking about how they did stand-up. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. So I finally got around to watching that. I feel like it should have been more action. Like, it didn't involve enough action for me, I guess. I don't know. I watched the first season of Robot Chicken. I know I've seen it a long time ago, but I'm trying to get back into it. Mouse Boat Massacre. Basically, Mickey Mouse horror. It was not good, but the special effects for the gore was spot on. Not very good in acting, but the gore was pretty good. Piglet, another not so great movie, but the gore was really nice. So it's a horror movie with bad acting and lots of blood. I watched RPM with David Arquette. Ed and His Dead Mother, which was a great movie. I love that one. Never Talk to Strangers. This movie was so good. If you've never seen this movie, this is a good movie. It has a twisted of ending, man. Plot twist. Taffin, Pierce Brosnan movie. Showdown at Area 51, one of them cheesy sci-fi movies. You Should Have Left. That was a good one. That was a good movie. A Fool and His Money. Now Sandra Bullock is on the front of the movie, of the cover. She hardly is in the movie. This was like Sandra Bullock's first movie, like the first movie that she was in, and she hardly made an appearance in this movie. It's an okay movie, but when you're going to promise Sandra Bullock with her name on top and her on the front, you expect to see her in the movie. I don't know where she was. I watched season 1 of Critter Fixers, Country Vets. I like my animal vet shows. The Beekeeper with Jason Statham. That was a great movie. Venom: The Last Dance. I didn't really like that one. I thought Venom was supposed to be introduced more into the Marvel Universe. I thought he was going to be like a villain to Tom Holland's Spider-Man. But I don't know. Some of these Marvel movies just don't fit in with the Marvel movies anymore. I don't understand. Like, I don't know. License to Drive. Classic movie. Very good. I loved it. Louis Anderson, Big Baby Boomer. Stand Up. Louis Anderson. He was great. I watched The Rock, the old VHS tape with WWF. I watched WCW Mayhem. The hottest hits of WCW Monday Nitro. I remember all of that. Son of Flubber. Incubus starring William Shatner. This must have been William Shatner's first movie because it's a French movie. It's in French with English subtitles. So it's a French horror movie with William Shatner. It was okay. Step Dogs. One of them family-friendly movies. Greg and Gentillin. I didn't really enjoy it. It's a mockumentary, really. The Perfect Weapon. One of them good action movies from the 90s that no one remembers, but the actor who played Shang Tsung is in it, and the actor who played Rufio from Hook is in it. So I'm like, that's Rufio from Hook. Run On, which is Christian comedy. Out of Time with Denzel Washington. First time watching it, I thought it was great. Prey for the Hunter. That was a pretty good movie. The Sicilian with was it Christopher Lambert? Great movie. The Standoff. I just thought it was going to be one of them cheesy family films, but it was actually surprisingly very good. It's a boy-girl thing. One of them body swap movies. Call of the Wild in 3D. I didn't watch it in 3D, but this was the one with Christopher Lloyd in it. It was decent. The Rescue, which the way they looked at it looked like Red Dawn, but it's basically kids rescuing their parents from enemy territory. So It's basically Red Dawn, I guess. Eastern Condors. That was good. That was a good one. Desert Saints with Kiefer Sutherland. The 6th season of Frasier. I like Frasier. I like watching Frasier. I watched the 6th season. Captain America: Brave New World. Honestly, the newer Marvel movies, I feel like I'm missing something. Like, I guess I haven't been watching the TV shows, because maybe I'm lost in the middle of all these Marvel movies, but I don't understand some of them though. Like, I watched the Thunderbolts. I sort of kind of understood that one, but I really need to watch more Marvel TV shows. The Fantastic Four: First Steps. That was a good movie. I know that one was good. Winnie the Pooh 2: Blood and Honey. I'm going to say not as good as the first one, but blood and gore, so it gets a pass with horror movie. The Wrath of Becky, the sequel to Becky. This one was really good too. I never thought Sean William Scott would play a bad guy, but he did it very well. Sniper: Rogue Mission. I don't know how many sniper movies there are, but I think this one I should have watched after watching other ones, but I don't know what the order they are in. So, The Contract with Morgan Freeman and John Cusack. That was a good one. That was a great one. The Iceman. Stolen with Nicolas Cage. That was good. Avenging Angelo with Sylvester Stallone. It was a decent one. Probably not going to be my favorite Sylvester Stallone movie, but it was a decent one. Direct Action with Dolph Lundgren. Pretty good. Rampart with Woody Harrelson, Ned Beatty, Ben Foster, Anne Heche, Ice Cube, Sigourney Weaver, Steve Buscemi. It had a lot of stars in this movie, Rampart, and I thought it was a good movie too. I watched season 3 of Daryl Dixon. Where are they going to go from there? I mean, they went from France to London, then they're in Spain. How are they going to get out of Spain? I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. When is season 4 coming out? I don't know. I watched the 7th season of Frasier. I love that show. I watched Paternity with Burt Reynolds. This was a funny movie. Paternity. If you can see it. The One and Only with Henry Winkler. This one was funny too. I really like that one. Blitz with Jason Statham. Awesome movie. And honestly, the last movie I watched in the month of May, Cyborg Soldier. Not as bad as you would think, but Cyborg Soldier is a decent watch. So, yeah. So those were all the movies I watched in the month of May. Some good, some bad, and some pretty better than others. But yeah. So those are all the movies that I watched in the month of May. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. See you later.